keep on saying, thank you. Thank you, as though there is an invisible friend that is always taking care of you in ways that you don't see immediately, but is taking care of your life until it's time to leave this body, and even after that is taken care. But the more conscious you are, and this life is really offering that opportunity, I feel, for intelligent existence, that the more you are aware of this, and the more you take that step of faith to say, thank you, Father. Thank you, existence. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Self. Thank you, consciousness. Then gradually the separation that is in the mind of man between what we are and what the pure being, the pure.
What a lot of people don't understand in terms of manifestation and manifesting the life and the things that you want out of this life is that the first step is always gratitude. You have to be grateful for what you already have. And here's why. Before you even ask for anything from God, from the above, expressing gratitude shows that you're not in a lack mindset. Because when you're already thinking of a mindset of what's missing or what you don't have enough of, it's almost like already being in a negative place. But expressing gratitude, being grateful and thankful for what you have, that expresses abundance. It puts you in a place to receive. You know what I'm saying? You have to be grateful in order to receive more. I remember when it was me and my 2 kids squished on my mama's bed because we had no place to go. I would always, at the end of the night, I'd be in tears praying to God, God, thank you that I have this shelter over my head. God, thank you for this bed that I could lay on, because God, I don't have anything right now. So for the fact that I have this, I'm so grateful. Am I comfortable? No, but I'm so grateful. And I know that soon we will have a place of our own. That's how I would word it. And soon, little by little, I made it out of my mama's bedroom and I found my own place. I always use this example and I always use this story because this is really when I started to understand how to manifest the life that I want. You cannot manifest out of desperation. You cannot manifest out of lack. You only manifest out of abundance and out of gratitude. That's the only way y'all gonna do it. That's the only way it's gonna be a game changer for you. So whether or not you're manifesting in love, peace, or a success story in your life, make sure you always start with thank you for what I already have, and I'm thankful for what's to come.
You will never skip your gratitude practice after you hear this, and I'm not saying that as like a weird hook. I'm saying that because I have a very logical, rational, and reasonable argument as to why a gratitude practice will alter your reality. And I understand that sounds kind of like spiritual and woo-woo-y, but it's very straightforward and it's very simple. I just need you to allow me to explain. First thing that you need to understand that research has confirmed time and time again, it's much easier for us to focus on the negative than the positive. And the reason why it's easier to focus on the negative is because that's what allowed us to survive back in the prehistoric times. Because easily identifying dangerous and negative situations is what allowed us to survive and pass our genes on to the next generation. So it's much easier for us to clock negative than it is to clock positive. And it's not at all your fault. It's the human condition. But it's important to understand in order to hack your life and use gratitude to change everything. And when you take time to focus on what's going right, you will start to notice that so much can be going wrong, but it isn't. You were not owed today, first of all. You could have easily died in your sleep last night for no reason. You could have woken up today with excruciating pain. You could have woken up without all 5 of your senses. You could have woken up without the ability to walk. You could have woken up without the ability to use your hands. And that's just today. You could have been born in a world where music doesn't exist. You could have been born in a body that doesn't regenerate when you get hurt. When you cut yourself, your body will automatically start healing without you even telling it to. When you get sick, your body fights provides to keep you healthy without you even doing anything. You could have been born in a world where there were no animals, but not only are there animals in this world, but there's really cute ones, and we can even keep them and live with them. Additionally, I can wear what I want and not be punished for it. I can say how I feel and not be punished for it. And that is not the reality of a lot of people on this planet. People trust me enough, and I trust people enough to operate a vehicle at 60 miles per hour, literally just organized by paint on the floor, and we don't kill each other every day. I mean, people die, but for the most part, we're all staying safe on the road. I have worried so many times just for things to work out way better than I imagined. Every day I have the opportunity to meet someone who will change my life forever, and that possibility always exists. Okay, so now that we're thinking about these things, we start to realize that in the bigger picture, you are very protected. You are way more protected than you are put at risk. So many things that could turn your world upside down are not happening right now. And you are not entitled to a life where things couldn't turn upside down tomorrow. Knowing this feels like you're lucky, like you're blessed, like you're protected, like you're safe. And when we feel that sense of protectedness, that feeling of safety, we are able to act more frequently, and we are able to act without fear and without apprehension. That's where the magic happens, and that's when your world changes. Because when you focus on the negative, which again is your default, if not consciously, you subconsciously feel fearful throughout your day, which will prevent you from taking action and will certainly prevent you from taking action without fear. And that's really the key when it comes to changing your life, is taking action more often, and taking action more often without fear, with confidence. And the easiest way to get to that mindset, that state of mind, is to do a daily gratitude practice, and not to just list out the things that you're thankful for, but to really feel it. To really feel it. You are so protected. You are so loved. The negative things that are happening in your life right now, the obstacles that you are overcoming in your life right now, are there to serve you and to prepare you for the manifestation of your dreams. Challenges are not your enemy. They're your friend. It's a challenge for a baby to fall over and over before they are able to walk. It feels frustrating. It feels like, if I can't walk right now, maybe I don't deserve to walk. Bitch, you're born deserving of every dream and desire you have ever had. And you will get there. You will eventually get there as you continue to take consistent action, and ideally action not rooted in fear. I mean, just look at babies. Look at the world. Look at nature. Thinking about this is very helpful for me. So I hope that it can be helpful for you guys as well. Let me know if a gratitude practice ends up, I know it will, but I want to hear your stories as to how a gratitude practice has changed your life.
The more you focus on what is going right in your life, you're going to keep finding more things to be grateful for. As much as you possibly can, focus on what is going right. Some days it might just be, look at that ray of sunshine, or the sheets feel nice. But some days it'll be, wow, I met the love of my life. It will grow and grow, and the things that are going wrong will dissipate. I literally promise. People used to tell me this all the time, and I wanted to tell them to shut up. But it works. It really, really works.
The universe loves grateful people. Just simple things like looking in the mirror in your own eyes and saying, I love you. I really, really love you. And it helps if you use your name, Louise, I love you. I really love you. It gets to that little child inside that has been rejected for so long. And it breaks open sort of a dam or a door or whatever you want to call it. And little miracles start to happen. Lots of little good things happen. And the more grateful you are, the more you get to be grateful about. So putting your foot on the pathway one step at a time. And some of us do very devious journeys, and we take lots of little side tracks, and we don't get very far really. And some of us just are very conscientious about it and go one step after another and go closer to our pathway. It's that simple. Life is really very simple. We make it enormously complicated, but it doesn't have to be.
There's only one reason you're suffering. You're focused on yourself. Self-focus creates suffering because the nature of the human mind is to find what's wrong. And we're all selfish at times, but if you stay selfish, you suffer. The fastest way out of suffering is appreciation. There is no better way. You cannot suffer and appreciate. You cannot be grateful and suffer simultaneously. And the only way you can appreciate is get outside yourself and notice the grace of your life in some way. Listen to me now. You want a different life right now? Want to transform your joy right now? Trade your expectations for appreciation and you have a whole new life.
It's Mel, and I'm willing to bet that you're practicing gratitude all wrong. So most people, when they practice gratitude, they basically will write down a list of a couple things that they're, quote, grateful for. This is how I used to do it. But here's the mistake that you're making. If you simply write down things like, I'm grateful for my health, I'm grateful for my job, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my pets, that's not actual, genuine, true gratitude. That's a list of things that you're thankful for. Because as soon as you write those things down, you feel a short little burst of appreciation, but that's it. True gratitude has a number of specific elements. First of all, it's got to be super specific. You've got to identify why you appreciate it. You've got to allow yourself to feel this wave of emotion, and then you'll notice that the emotion of it all, it lingers. So instead of writing generic things on the surface that are basically a list of things you're thankful for, write down one thing that's very specific that you are truly, truly grateful for. Right now, in this moment, I'm grateful, Mel, that you can sit here on social media with your bra strap showing and you don't care because you accept yourself exactly as you are. I'm grateful that you've gotten to a point in your life that you can do that, woman. Try it, because genuine gratitude's awesome.
There was a study that I found pretty exciting. They said the part of your brain that you get anxiety from is the same part of your brain that has gratitude. You can't be grateful and anxious at the same time. So then in the Bible where it goes, instead of being anxious, be grateful.
It's such, when you told me that,
crazy to think that they were calling out legitimate things that scientists have found out about.
those restaurants you go to on a random weekday because you're bored and you want to try something new is the same restaurant that someone else has to wait an entire year to go to for a special occasion. That outfit that you bought because you thought it was adorable and you really wanted it is the same outfit that someone else has been eyeing for months and they just couldn't afford it, and they were saving up and they still couldn't afford it. The body that you take advantage of every single day that you sit there and criticize and complain about is the same body that someone is sitting in a hospital bed right now praying for. Perspective is absolutely everything. Mindset is absolutely everything. Changing your mindset and changing your perspective comes from practicing gratitude every single day. Finding some way to practice gratitude every day will change your perspective shift. I guarantee it. I personally use an app that helps you practice gratitude every day. You do your little entries and you get to see everyone else's entries for the day, and it's insane how much it just brightens your day to see so much positivity. Since using Gratitude Plus, the mindset shift I've had has been insane. Not to mention all the reviews in the App Store literally hype it up so much. That's the first reason I downloaded it. Perspective is absolutely everything.
Start every single day with gratitude. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life. It doesn't matter how angry you are, bitter you are, probably more important if you're angry or bitter. Start every single day with gratitude, because the truth is somebody didn't wake up today that wishes that they had. Somebody didn't wake up today that had plans for today. So if you have the blessing of waking up tomorrow morning, give thanks. Start your day with gratitude. It's really difficult to find yourself in a negative place, a bad place, a down place, an angry place, when you come down to the simplest reality of gratitude every single morning.
I'm grateful that I have a beautiful home that I get to keep clean. I want to let you guys in on a little secret, okay? Come here. When you start learning how to express gratitude, even over the little things in your life gets so much easier, because in the comments on that original video, there is so much entitlement. There is so much victim complex. So many people with the mindset that when bad things happen in my life, they happen to me, versus things are happening and I determine how I react and respond to them. And until you learn to differentiate between the two, you are always going to be a victim of your own life, because gratitude will go such a long way, even for the small things. Even just switching from saying, I have to do this, to I get to do this, will make a world of difference. And you will start being able to show gratitude even when it's stressful, even when you're overwhelmed, and you start learning and you start growing.